Good day or good evening, whatever time it is at the time you're watching this video, Sarai Femus. Welcome. Welcome to the first tarot and oracle reading for the members. I got some telepathic communication that there's a certain being that would like to bring the first message for the collective of the members. And this being is quite fond of these cards in particular. And these are the deep, dark, and dangerous oracle cards. I happen to really like these cards as well. So, let's go ahead and tap in and see who is wanting to bring a message to you guys at this time. Nope. They said nope, not yet. And thank you to all the members who have joined. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm excited to dive a little deeper over here in this space. And the being that made its presence known within this reading is Chimera with Synergy. The Chimera was told about in the Iliad by Homer. And the Chimera is a beast that had, like, the forefront of it was the lion, and then behind it, like, the tail part was a snake, and in the middle was the goat. And the message here on this card in particular, in the book, it says, the whole is more powerful than parts alone. Experiment. There is power in new designs and ways. There may be people around you sowing discord. You know many things and have your own wisdom. Put all this together to form something powerful. You have unique experiences and talents that can only be utilized by you. So I really feel like the Chimera is showing up here to remind somebody within this collective that you are made up of many, many different parts that may seem to not go together to the average person. But this in itself is what your power is. It's very powerful, and you're being called to experiment with that more. And I'm hearing that your energy can be quite frightening to some people. But what they fail to see is the fact that you are actually quite harmonious within yourself and quite beautiful. And that's what the Chimera wanted to come and speak to you about. They wanted to remind you of this. So, great and powerful Chimera, what other messages do you bring forth for this person at this space-time? We have the cave there. For some reason, I flipped that one over. It's not for some reason. There is a reason, right? There's always a reason. There's no such thing as coincidences. So we have cave. We have the ocean. We have the pilgrim. And we have the lover. And I am instantly being taken somewhere in my mind right now, especially with the cave, the pilgrim, and the ocean. I am almost seeing somebody's complete past life history flashing before my third eye. I'm seeing someone who spent a lot of time literally in a cave. Way, way back. I'm talking like thousands of years ago. And you have spent lifetimes pilgrimaging to the point where you have landed across seas from where you originated from in your cave. And I'm seeing all of this. It's like different timeline jumping from the cave to, like, I could see all the travels and the hills and the valleys that you've walked through on foot until eventually in other lifetimes it reached you to boats, and I see you traveling across the sea, and I see you landing in a new land. And that's what this pilgrimaging is talking about, the pilgrim. The pilgrims are all about relocating themselves, and I'm seeing this happening over lifetimes. Lifetime after lifetime, you got a little bit closer and a little bit closer to whatever your destiny was. Wherever you were destined to be, I'm hearing. And with this Lovers card out here too, it speaks of a person who lives their life with true love and gratitude for everything that they have experienced in this world. And so I'm speaking to somebody who is very aware of their past life history and having a great gratitude in your experiences and how it has led you up to the here and now. I'm getting the feeling that this lifetime is a big one for you because you finally landed where you were seeking to go the moment you left this cave. You finally arrived, I heard. And the Lover card also speaks of the fact that it's not just about the getting there. It's about the experiences along the way. And that truly speaks of the gratitude for all this. Lifetime after lifetime. And that's a very hard thing to do as well. But I'm seeing the fact that every lifetime you lived, you knew that you were reincarnated and you were at a different travel point. So you very well could be some kind of time traveler, in a way, using your reincarnations to make jumps across this great planet. I'm going to shuffle a few of my cards that I made just by my handwriting. I'm going to shuffle a few of these and see if we can get a little bit more of a topic here as to what Spirit has to say to you at this time. Pretty magical being here that I'm reading for. It's amazing. All right, Spirit. What other messages do you have for this time-traveling person who's come overseas through their reincarnations, who has finally reached the destined point, the desired point, all the while enjoying the experiences up until now, too? We've got Eagle Eyes. We've got Let Go. And we've got Downloads. And with this Eagle Eyes card, it's all about perspectives. It's all about being able to see things from multiple different perspectives as well. A little something that I like to call the diamond vision, multifaceted perspective. And I'm hearing that all the while you appreciate all of these past life experiences that you've had leading up until now, it's very easy for you to kind of let go of them, which I could see being very useful, because you don't want to be stuck too much in the past, especially when you're trying to jump timelines there. And I'm hearing that you're very good at letting go and not reveling too much into the past. And with the downloads card, the reason why you know about all these past lives and you know about all these experiences and you know about your travel is because you are constantly connected to the Akash. And you know this. This is exactly how you come into memory. You know that when you're reincarnated, when you're first born into childhood and all that, that we come back here without memory, typically, right? But as long as you connect back with that Akash, everything is there. It's like a supercomputer at your disposal. If you need to know something from some time period or an experience, if you need to pull it out of your past life so that you can relate it to the here and now, you easily are able to do that. Is there anything else, Spirit, about this very intriguing, interesting person? Yes, and your spirit guides. You work very closely with your guides. You know that there's people beyond the veil, not just people. That's just my human mind talking here. There's all kinds of different guides, all kinds of different energies and entities, and some of these guides have followed you this whole way. Somehow you were lucky enough, I guess maybe luck has nothing to do with it. This might be part of your actual overall soul contract too. It almost sounds a little experimental in a way. Yeah, definitely, because that brought me back to this card here. Where it said in the book even that it's experimental, to experiment. It's like you're all these different parts combined, and it said to experiment with it. But anyways, your travels to me sound a lot like a spiritual experiment. And this is what your soul's mission is. And it's coming to completion in this lifetime. That is quite interesting. You are a very interesting soul. But anyways, as I was saying, most of your spirit guides have followed you throughout all of these lifetimes. And they've had a way of being able to get in contact with you quite quickly in your childhood, in ways that were undeniable, so that you would grow up and still follow through with the travels along the way. Is there anything else, Spirit? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, star ancestors. That's who your guides are. They're not just any guides. These guides are family, I'm hearing. Star family. And planet Earth is often considered an experimental planet. There's lots of different entities and beings and energies that incarnate into a human form in order to explore through the 3D physical. And this is exactly what you are here doing and what you have been doing here. And this is how you have traveled basically the entire world over an unmentionable amount of past life history. At least 3,000 years, I'm hearing. Is there anything else, Spirit? Oh, now I just heard that not only were you human in some lifetimes, there's different like animals you came into as being as well. You even chose to come back one time as like a tree. Until it got like chopped down because society started really building stuff and like clearing the way for buildings. That's very specific. Interesting. And you know about all that too. You like remember being a tree and being like chopped down and like you were like this huge, you were huge. You were like this giant tree and you did not understand why they were cutting you down because you were beautiful. But yeah, that's very specific. Interesting. This little guy popped out. Let's see what it is. Yeah, X marks the spot. Yeah. That tells me I'm right on it too. Yes, that does mean a divine balance. But here, Spirit is saying X marks the spot. So that one was just letting me know that I'm on my markers for this one. So thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else? This is fascinating. Those, and then we have these three, and I think we're going to end it there. Is there anything that needs to be told to this person? I kind of feel like we connected that hugely to the Akash. Like, what could you tell? What can I tell you? You know, you already know everything, or you have access to it. So, yeah, I'm actually kind of honored that you came to me to get a reading too. Like, that's freaking cool, dude. So we have Rainbow Warrior. So working with the color spectrums, the 7 rays, I heard as well. I just recently came across that one myself here in the physical in this time around. I'm sure I knew about it before. And actually, when I hit on it, quite often this happens with me when I like discover something within my reality right now in this lifetime. It's still more of like a remembering rather than a learning about. It's like, oh yeah, like something's triggered, you know, it becomes very familiar. The more I read about it, the more familiar it gets to me. But anyways, we've got Rainbow Warrior. And along your way, you're here to transmute and transmit. So along with your travels to the destination where you're at right now, you have healed, you have transmuted, and you've also transmitted. And transmutation is basically taking energies that are of lesser, of low vibe, and transmuting it into substance of a higher vibrational level, which very much so speaks of, you know, star beings and rainbow warriors as well. But not only that, you transmit. You're here as a transmitter for your star ancestors too, bringing messages to all these different people that you've come into contact over all these lifetimes to raise the vibrations of the planet, even way back then. Because this whole new earth shift, it didn't just start happening right now, you know? It's been a really long period of time for us to reach this point where the humans are at. That's what I heard. It took a very long time to get the humans to where they are now. And then we have be open. Divine Feminine, be open. You could be a Divine Feminine, but this speaks of somebody who is open to receiving, you know? Not just give all the time, but being open to receive. And that comes back to this downloads card too. This is how you're able to connect to the Akash and stay connected permanently, because you are open to receive communication, you know? Because you're a transmitter. Communication from your star ancestors, your guides. And there's that 555. And I believe that change right there, that positive change, you've had a big hand in this conscious shift on the planet. You've had a very big hand in it. You've been working for thousands of years on it. Thank you for that. I knew you guys were out there, but man, this is great to be able to sit down with your energy and actually experiencing you. And then we have the lightning bolt. Energy. See? Exactly. You are definitely an energy worker. You are a transmuter. You're a transmitter. And you are definitely a star being. And I truly appreciate you sitting down with me here in spirit and having a little bit of a chat about what you do and what you've been through. And there isn't any specific message for you. It was just a matter of us getting together so you could tell your story. And I thank you so much for that. This was beautiful. I truly appreciate it. And I thank you all for allowing this space for this beautiful story to come out about this beautiful soul here on the member side of the channel. I truly appreciate all of you, and I appreciate this person as well for all of the hard work that has been put in over thousands of years. And I commend you for that. I really hope that the experiment will continue to go strong. And I wish you the best of success with it. Until next time, I love you. Bye.